Hey guys, it's Ron Harris, MD online editor, and I know you guys are all hurting with the lack of gyms. Your gym is closed, except for very, very few people out there. Your gym is closed right now. If you're like me, the gym is very, very important place to you, very important part of your day. Me, I typically would train 3 days on, 1 day off, leaving my house at 8:30 in the morning. Takes a little less than a half hour to get to my gym from where I live, Bayshore Athletic Club, Braintree, Massachusetts. Awesome gym. Awesome gym. I'd be there. I'd be there a good 2 hours between weights, cardio, go in the bathroom, changing my sweaty shirt, whatever. So that was 3 hours out of my day, 3 days in a row. So if you say that's 6 days a week, that was about 18 hours of gym time a week. So, and sometimes I would go on the off days and just do cardio. So I'm hurting just like you guys because that was a very, very big part of my day. Hey, Netherlands, how you doing, Patrick? I love going to the gym. I've been training for almost 37 years now. Started off training at home when I was a kid. And once I got to big commercial gyms, I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. I love this place. Love the atmosphere, the music, other people training hard. If you guys are fortunate enough to train at a gym that has a lot of other serious trainers who really love training hard and support each other and encourage each other, you know that that's a very special, special place in your heart and a very, very important part of your day. I mean, it's hard for me to get my day started in terms of work, and luckily my schedule is a little more flexible and I can schedule things later so that I'm working afternoon and into the evening rather than 9 to 5, the standard job working hours. So do I think you still work out and box for rotator cuff and torn shoulder muscle? No, you cannot box with a torn rotator cuff. No, Jen, you need to get that taken care of. So it would seem crazy that I'm making a video saying that there is a positive side to this. So hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Most of us who love training, if you love training the way I do, you were probably overtrained. And that means you're training more than your recovery ability could handle. Vancouver, hey, the Vancouver Pro Show is still a go for July. Dion, I'm hoping to make it out there to that show. Michelle Crack, is that who puts it on? Yeah. I was overtrained. I'm probably chronically overtrained. I tell people, take rest days when you need them, listen to your body. You should take a few weeks off of training every year, whether you think you need it or not, but I don't really practice it. The only time I don't go to the gym is when I go to cover contests for MD, and we don't cover that many shows. I mean, maybe 10 altogether, if that. So, and usually I'm leaving on a Thursday or Friday, and I'm home Sunday, so I'm not missing. Branch Classic in Vancouver Amateur Show has been canceled. Yeah, Deanna. A lot of the shows are canceled during this quarantine time, which I believe they're saying IFBB and NPC shows are canceled until, or some of them are going to be postponed. They'll be held later. You had to close your own gym for everyone but yourself, William. So shows are supposed to start happening again on after May 10th. Remains to be seen. We're all hoping for the best. We're hoping that by, we just had an order in my state. I know it's different everywhere. My state just put out the order that starting tomorrow at noon, all non-essential businesses will close until April 7th. That's a lot of people out of work. A lot of businesses are going to take a hit, a huge hit. So the world economy and the American economy, it's getting its ass kicked right now. So this whole thing about being overtrained, you need rest, but left to your own devices, we don't rest. We love training. Yeah, postponed. Your boyfriend was at 5% body fat, 190 pounds. That's great. It's too bad. I mean, I was prepping a guy for a show, the Cutler Classic, it's being postponed. It is going to be held now. It was going to be April 27th now. It is now postponed until June 27th. So it's still happening. But there were a lot of people that were in prep. They were prepping for contests, and then their contest got canceled or postponed. Now they can't get to the gym. Yeah, tough times. So how do you make the most of this situation? And I'm not going to go into training at home because most of you guys have some kind of equipment at home. You know, if you're a bodybuilder or a serious weight trainer, you probably have at least a few sets of dumbbells at home. Swifters, we don't know when anything's opening. They can say we hope to open April 7th or April 15th, but nobody knows. You can't say for sure about anything right now. You can't. So my gym hopes to open April 7th. Will they open? I sure hope so, but who knows? Who knows? You're welcome, Swifters. So like I said, this is giving your body a chance to rest. Yeah, vaccines. They're working on 6 different. Do I think it's responsible to gather in a private gym? No, I don't think it's responsible to gather in a private gym. I don't think, I was blasting a local guy. They might be your friends, they might be great guys and girls, but you don't know where they've been. Yes, Hector Mendoza. Pump chasers. I honestly, I think it's very selfish of people to be going to gyms right now. I know there are a lot of gyms that are private gyms and they're letting limited amounts of people in, and even some chain gyms, you can make appointments through them and, for 45 minutes or an hour, and you can still go to their gym and train at the appointed time. I'm not doing it. I could do it. Absolutely. I could do it if I wanted to. There's a good amount of gyms within 30 minutes of me that are doing that are allowing small groups of people in at hours that you make an appointment for. I'm not doing it. And I got very upset with a local pro. I use the term loosely. And that's, you might think you're invincible and maybe you're healthy and you're a bodybuilder and you're on steroids and you're not going to get sick. But you don't know that you're not going to catch that. Yeah, pro with quotation marks. You don't know if you're going to catch something there and bring it back to your home. This guy I was talking to, he has young children. So he has a wife and young children. So let's say he goes to this, he's going to like 3 different gyms now. He seemed like he was very happy. He was bragging about it. And people were just calling him out like, you selfish prick. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Just because, you got to keep your gains and you got to go do your squats and your deadlifts and your bench press, you're going to go to a gym. And I don't care how much hand sanitizer. This shit can live on surfaces for days. It lingers in the air for many hours. Somebody breathes. Somebody had it and breathes, and you walk by and breathe that. You've got that coronavirus now, okay? You're going to bring it to your home with your kids. How would you feel if your child caught it and died? Okay? Well, that's not going to happen to me. Nobody thinks they're going to die. Nobody thinks anyone that they know is going to die. Death is just it's this abstract concept. Oh, thanks, Ernest. It's Shelvar, child prodigy. Times like these really showing. It is very selfish. It's very foolish for people to still be going to gyms. I don't care how clean your gym is. That's not the point. It doesn't matter if your gym has, trash all over the ground or if it's immaculate. It doesn't matter. If it's got human beings in it, one or more of those human beings might be carrying that coronavirus. They might touch something that you touch without even thinking about it. They might breathe. They might cough. Who knows? You're taking a chance, okay? You're taking a chance. Some of you like to gamble. I'm not a gambling man. I don't gamble with my kids' lives, especially. And I have a son who's 20 years old. He's on a medication now for ulcerative colitis. It's great. He's only been on it like not even a month, but he has no flare-ups. The medication's working. However, the medication does lower his immune system. So that means he would be one of the ones more susceptible to very serious. Yeah, see, that's the thing. When gyms are open again, we're all going to have the best workouts of our freaking lives. You're going to appreciate it so much more. Anyway, get back to just let me finish my thought with my son. He's got a compromised immune system because of the medication that he's on. So, if I went to one of these gyms that's still open in my area, and there are a few, like I said, that are allowing limited amounts of people in, just so I could get my normal back workout with all hammer strength machines and T-bar rows and dumbbells up to 150 and all that good stuff, cables, or, whatever, the variety of equipment that a big commercial gym has, or even that a regular, even a moderate sized gym has that my home does not have. I just have some dumbbells and a bike and a chin-up bar. Home gym is open, yeah. If, like most of you have home gyms. What was it? What were we talking about after that? I was wrapping up my thought about my son. Yeah. When you see sweat drip on dumbbells. The thing is, guys, this is going to work out. Even though it's going to suck. It's going to suck not going to the gym. But not only your joints are going to heal. Most of us have inflammation in places like our elbows, our knees, hips, lower back, shoulders especially. Chronic inflammation from just wear and tear. And the only way to heal those Uh, these are tendons and ligaments that are inflamed. The only way to heal those is to rest completely or just do very lightweight, high reps. How many of us actually do that? Very, very few of us do that. Most of us keep going to the gym. Yeah, mandatory rest period. You did cardio, your joints are screaming. So this is actually giving us a chance because at home, if you have weights, most of us don't have a ton of weight. I have dumbbells up to 70 here. I have three pairs of dumbbells. One that can be either a pair of 20s where you can combine all the weight on one to make it 40, a pair of 35s, a pair of 70s. Got some bands. I don't like the bands. I don't like the bands at all because in the contraction there's a lot of resistance, but when you're stretching there's like no resistance. So my joints are going to heal up a little bit when they normally don't. A lot of you guys out there, maybe you don't even realize you have these aches and pains that are from, better to Betim Sinani, better a couple weeks of rest than infecting everybody. So this is allowing your joints to heal. It's allowing you probably overtrain. You probably train too much. I know I probably do. Like I said, I'm in there. I try to stay conscious of how long I'm training, but I love training. And when you love training, you train a lot. You train too much. We're addicted to the pump, the endorphin rush, and the whole more is better philosophy. Well, if I did 3 exercises for chest, 4 would be better, 5 would be better, maybe 6 would be better. So we're in there. A lot of us are in that gym longer than we should be. We're past the point where we've stimulated the muscle and we're getting into the point where we're just causing more damage. It's going to take longer to recover from. And we don't give ourselves that time to recover normally. I know I don't. I mean, 50 years old, should I really be doing 3 days on and 1 day off over and over again? And I don't have light days. It's all as heavy as I can go. I mean, I mix up my reps and everything. I don't go anywhere near as heavy as I used to on a lot of movements for sure, but it's still pounding the joints, the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, the hips, the lower back. They're getting bam, 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 pounded on all the time. So they don't get much of a break ever. Now they're getting a break. I mean, I have equipment at home and I am doing similar type of workout. I'm doing a pull day, a push day, and for legs, I probably won't even do quads, to be honest with you. Workouts you can do at home, dude. Put home workouts on YouTube. 55 billion videos will pop up. 55 billion. So I'm not going to go through what you could do. It's all out there, guy. There's so much, especially right now. Google home workouts, and my goodness, your computer might explode from all the search results that come up. So I'm taking more rest days. I'm not doing 3 days in a row. Yesterday I did hams and calves. I did a little bit. I did some dumbbell squats with the 70s. Nothing, which is obviously it's nothing major. I'm walking my dog. I'm walking to the post office to mail things. I'm walking more outside, staying very far away from other human beings. But I'm taking more rest days. I'm not training 3 days in a row. Tomorrow I'll do. Thanks, Ernesty. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do another push day. I'm sorry, another pull day. I'll do that one with my son. And if you guys watch my first back workout video, back and biceps, you saw how horrible I was at the chin-ups. Well, we have a big band, a real thick band that I can loop around it and stick my knees in, and it's going to give me an assisted chin-up effect. So at least I'll be doing some real sets of, 8, 10, 12 reps instead of those very embarrassing sets I was doing, guys, with 3, 4, 5 reps. It was bad. And I felt so self-conscious about how terrible I was at chin-ups in that video that I had to post some videos from my channel, which I don't do anything with anymore, Ron Harris Muscle. I had at least 3 or 4 videos where I'm doing sets of 15 to 20 chin-ups, good wide grip chins for 20 reps, which, if I'm lighter and if I keep my chin-ups going, if I do them regularly, I can do a good amount of chin-ups. But when I don't do chin-ups for a long time, I'm terrible. I'm so bad at chin-ups. Anyway, so this is really not a bad thing, guys. And let's look at the other upside. The gyms will open again. We don't know when. There's no way to say for sure when anything's going to be back to normal because all the state, local, federal governments, they're all playing it. Salute, Mimi. They're all playing it by ear. That we need to keep the health of the population as our first priority. We got to make sure this thing doesn't spread anymore. We got to contain this virus because otherwise, it could kill millions of people before it's all said and done. Spanish flu, I keep saying this, 1918, Spanish flu killed 50 million people. It only had a mortality rate of 2%. That means only 2% of people that contracted Spanish flu in 1918 died. World population was, I'm going to take a wild guess, probably 1 billion versus 8 billion now. So 2% of 1 billion people died. It was 50 that contracted died. Cancel the Olympia? Jam, I hope not. They've already postponed, or they've already canceled the Tokyo Olympics, the Summer Olympics. That's major, guys. We're hoping that everything's fine for the Olympia. We have 6 months, almost 6 full months before the Olympia. So, God willing, this is going to be okay. Yeah, you're welcome, M. Maxwell. So look at the bright side, guys. You're recovering. I've put on 5 pounds in the last week. Is it all muscle? No, I'm sure it's not. I haven't been doing as much cardio. I haven't been training as much, so I'm sure the activity level, I probably did gain a pound of that, maybe 2 pounds of fat. I think of people, the rest is muscle because I was overtrained and I'm recovered. Conspiracy, I don't know how this virus actually started. I don't think, if anybody really knows, they're not talking. Was it man-made? Was it engineered? Did some government, did the U.S. government, did the Chinese government create this and spring it on the world? Who knows? Who knows, guys? We may never know. We'll probably never, ever know if that was the case. So, you guys, you think you're losing muscle? I bet a lot of you are recovering fully now. You're probably, I don't want to say gaining muscle, but you're filling out and you're holding more muscle than you might have normally. Bat consumed, Hector. Yeah, those friggin' bats. Like the bat on the run, Rico rum bottle. So I guarantee a lot of you guys who are worried about losing your gains, you're probably actually a little bigger now than you were a week or two ago. Obviously over time, if you stop training completely, overuse injuries will heal. That's the whole thing. That's great. See, that's a great thing because otherwise I'm never going to stop. I don't stop training. I never give anything a chance to heal. This is forcing us to heal a lot of our injuries. I'm not going to train quads really. I might do maybe once a week, I'll do a few sets of dumbbell squats with the 70s. But yeah, this is also a chance for you guys. If you have home gyms, this is a chance to just focus on what you want on your weak points. Your weak points. Like I could be doing more for arms now. There's not a lot I can, all I can do is things with dumbbells and like close grip push-ups and, I'll figure out. It forces you to be creative too. This really shows you when you have very, very limited equipment. It shows you how much you know about training, how creative you are, how dedicated you are to still get a good workout because you got to figure out on your own, although you do have YouTube and stuff, you got to figure out how to make it work. But man, I took the gym for granted. Didn't you guys? Didn't you guys all take the gym for granted? I bet you did. Gym someplace it's always going to be open. A lot of us have access to 24-hour gyms. Some of us go to 2, 3, 4 different gyms and we're like, gym's always there. It's cool. I love the gym. It's just something you took for granted was always going to be there when you wanted it. And now it's not. It's not there. So when everything gets back to normal, whenever that may be, we're going to be able to get back to our gyms. And let me tell you, I know when I walk back in there, I'm going to kiss I won't kiss the ground. I don't want to get some germs off the ground. But I'm going to be so grateful to have that gym again. Bayshore Athletic Club in Braintree, owned by Tim Dowling, my man. Love you, Tim. I'm going to be so grateful just to have that environment and all that great equipment and the camaraderie of all those other people around me. And, even though the people that you didn't say hi to before and ignored and never made eye contact with, you're going to be their buddies when you get back to the gym because you're going to realize you were a family. You didn't even know it. Ukraine, привет, здравствуйте, как дела? That's all the Russian I know, guys. Sorry. I know like spasiba, dobre utro, a few other things. Anyway, I am part Ukrainian. My Ukrainian brothers out there. The DNA test said, half of me is English. That's not very exciting. Great Britain, UK. I love my UK people, but it's not that exotic. Moldova, Romania, Ukraine. That's my mother's side. That's where we all come from. Polyglot, does that mean somebody that's a bunch of different ethnicities or something? It's all European. It's all just a bunch of European stuff. Just this basic American white blend, European blend, I guess. Yeah, man, you're gonna say hi to all those people. You're gonna let them work in. You're gonna smile. You're gonna talk. You're gonna say hi to people you never said hi to before. Oh, many languages. I don't read Russian. Hablo español semi-fluentemente, pero no otra idioma. I speak passable Spanish because I took it in school and I married a Cuban woman. But no, I speak like a few words, like greetings and stuff in many, many languages. Or, I can ask where the bathroom is or say thank you, but that's about it. I can fool people for about 3 seconds and then I'm screwed. But man, let me tell you guys, when you get back to your gym, you're gonna have the best workouts of your life. You're gonna every machine you go to, you're gonna be like, oh wow, look at this awesome hammer strength back seated row machine. Oh, look at this, my favorite leg press. You're gonna be in heaven, guys. You're gonna be so thankful for that gym. You're gonna appreciate it like you never did. It's like if for some reason you couldn't eat for you were locked in a cave or a closet or something for 4 days and you couldn't eat. When you got out, man, you would really appreciate that food that you could eat that first day, wouldn't you? Sure you would. Uh, that's how it's going to be when we get back to normal and you can go to the gym again. You're going to appreciate it more. You'll be healed up. Your chronic inflammation, all those little nagging injuries that you never gave a chance to heal, they're going to be healed up. I would just caution, guys, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy when you get back to weight gasms. Don't go crazy and try to set new personal records the first day in the gym because you're going to feel like Superman or Superwoman because you've been cooped up in your house for weeks and you've been either had no equipment or you had very limited equipment. You're getting fat, brah. I think that's the thing. That's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. My best advice now is don't get fat because if you're going to lose a little muscle, the worst thing you can do is gain fat because then you're going to look worse, you're going to feel worse. But if you can stay on your diet, stay eating clean, you can still do cardio outside. Yeah, don't eat more than you need to eat. If you're not training for an hour or 2 hours a day, you don't need to eat as much. Cut your carbs down, cut your overall calories down, cut your protein down. Guys, if you're on gear, cut your gear way back. This is no time to be doing 3 grams of gear a week. You can't even go to the damn gym. Cut back to a TRT dose. Cut down to 200 or 300 milligrams of test sip a week or something. That's it. Now, I'm not giving steroid advice because I'm not a doctor, but I'm saying that's what I would suggest if I was talking to someone who's on a heavy cycle. I would say back the hell off on that cycle now. If you were prepping for a show and you were taking things like thyroid meds and clenbuterol, taper off those and come off. You don't need them. What do you need? Your show, you don't know when you're going to compete again. So just chill out on all that stuff. Take your gear dose down. Don't eat as much. If you stay lean and take your gear dose down and all that, your receptors are going to be nice and fresh. So when you can get back to training, and I'm talking to the gear users here, when you can get back to training, that's when you can kick up your doses again, and everything's going to be better. Your body had a break. Your system had a nice break, and a lot of guys never give themselves that break. I know guys that stay on a gram a week or more all the time. Bad idea. There's a lot of things people do that aren't good ideas. But in this case, like I said, this is a good thing. You have to look at the silver. You have to look at the silver lining in the dark clouds, guys. And this whole dark cloud of not being able to go to the gym, it sucks. I love the gym. I mean, it's my favorite place. That's my favorite part of the day. Once I get that out of the way and I had a great workout, I feel like I'm ready to start my day. I feel great. I feel like I accomplished something. And I'll tell you, I will appreciate that gym so much more, in that gym time and the atmosphere with the music and all the great equipment and all those other people training hard around me. Man, I can't wait. And when that day comes, I'm gonna appreciate every day. I'm never gonna take it for granted again. And I don't think you guys will either. I think you're all gonna gain a very new appreciation. I mean, just this whole situation, I think, is making us appreciate a lot of things that we took for granted. Businesses here are all shutting down tomorrow except for essential businesses. You want to get some donuts or a cup of coffee, Dunkin' Donuts? Nope. Not for a couple weeks, you can at least, starting tomorrow. Every little thing that we take for granted in life, something comes along like this every once in a great while and shows us, man, you had it way better than you thought you did. And I'm going to show you, this is fate or life talking, I'm going to show you how good you really had it by taking some of those things away for a while. Not likely anyone wants to create a virus no one can protect against. Yeah, I don't, MK, I'm not I don't buy into the whole conspiracy theory that this was engineered by a government. I don't think so. I think it just happened. I don't know how it happened, but how it started. But it's something that unfortunately it's affecting every single person in the world right now. We all have to deal with this. We're going to get through it, guys. We're going to get through it. We just have to stay home, stay quarantined. Don't come in contact with other people. And the sooner we all cooperate and do that, the sooner life can get back to normal. We can get back to our normal routines. Hopefully these businesses will all open again, not just gyms, but all these businesses that are shut down. People that are out of work can get back to work, make money for themselves and provide for their families. Yeah, I mean, it sucks right now, guys. I know it sucks, but it's not going to be forever. This too shall pass. We're going to get through it. Your gym will open up again. You're going to have awesome workouts. Your body's going to be primed and ready to make new gains. So think about it that way, guys, and then it won't really seem so bad. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please stay safe. Love all my Iron brothers and sisters out there. We're all in this together. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell thing so you know when we post new videos. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.